What is your child like when it comes to race day? Are they a swimmer who deals really well with the pressure of racing, or do they change? Maybe they become anxious and worried about not swimming to their best. The added element of competition changes things for them, and this is what is known as pressure. In swimming, dealing with pressure is vital for pool success. So as a parent, I'm sure you want to do all that you can to help them deal with the pressure of racing. I'm Helen Davis, and I work as a consultant sports psychologist at Think, Believe, Perform, and I'm a performance psychologist for Swim England. I'm also a swimmer myself and have competed all my life. I work with a range of athletes and teams from various different sports to enhance performance. Over the course of this short video, I'm going to give you some guidance in helping your child manage their response to pressure and help them deal with it effectively. In pressure situations, swimmers can respond physically with symptoms many people recognise, like that feeling of butterflies in your stomach, sweaty palms or nausea. These symptoms are normal and are designed to help us out when facing a pressure situation to help our sport performance. Psychologically, however, there are two separate ways that we can respond to pressure situations. One is good for performance and one is not good for performance. These two different responses are called challenge and threat states. And research shows that when approaching a pressure situation, swimmers experiencing a challenge state perform well, actually better than normal. Yet if swimmers are experiencing a threat state, they perform poorly, and this can actually be worse than normal. So what are the differences between challenge and threat states? A threat state is when a swimmer focuses on the uncertainty of their situation. They might be asking lots of questions. What time will I go? Will I beat Simon in the 50 butterfly? What if I don't get my qualifying time? Or what if I don't get a PB? A threat state swimmer might also be focusing on the pain of how much it's going to hurt in their 100 fly, or how they feel if they perform badly. A threat state is not good for performance. The more coaches and parents can encourage a challenge state, the better. In a challenge state, your son or daughter can use their body's natural ability to energise their brain to make accurate decisions, think clearly and perform better. But how do they do it? With your son or daughter, you can work to develop their own challenge strategy. There are three things to focus on here to create a challenge mindset: self-confidence, control and focus. These three things are key ingredients for performance and coping under pressure. Let's start with self-confidence. Self-confidence is built from a belief in one's ability to be able to achieve something. Self-confidence is boosted by effective thinking. So modelling effective thinking to your child and encouraging your son or daughter to use strategies to boost confidence will all help. So what can you encourage? I would suggest them using visualisation regularly and consistently. Encourage your son or daughter to picture themselves remaining calm on poolside, executing their race strategy in detail and visualising themselves racing well. Practice visualising and seeing themselves coping and dealing with the situation in a calm and controlled manner can make a difference. Encourage them to try it and see. You could also boost self-confidence by encouraging your son or daughter to remember the physical preparation they have put into their training. Here, remind them of the efforts they have put into training, the technique they have worked on, and all the preparation their coaches have given them to help them perform to their best. Help them to trust that all the work in the pool will pay off. The next key ingredient for creating a challenge state is control. Remind your son or daughter that they can control how they talk to themselves, so encourage as much positive self-talk as possible. This will help to get their minds in the best shape possible for swimming. Firstly, one of the ways to help them keep control of their thinking is to focus on the things that they can control in their race environment. Encourage thinking that reminds them of their skills, knowledge and experience. All of these things will help them cope with the pressure of racing. Focusing on the processes of their strokes, not the times, is key to managing pressure. So you can help them by asking questions that keep their focus on their processes, like, what do you need to do to be effective at the start? What are the key elements to ensure that you have the best turn? Finally, the third key ingredient for creating a challenge state is to remind your son or daughter to keep focusing on the right things at the right time. This will help them cope in a pressure situation. Work with them and their coaches to compose a race strategy. Have a performance routine prior to racing will help to maximise their readiness and confidence before they perform. Routines are key to consistently good performances under pressure. This might be what they eat and drink, specific warm-up routines, and practicing positive self-talk. A routine will help your son or daughter be mentally ready, so their mind is calm and focused on what's helpful. And physically ready, their body is ready to do what it needs. Practicing their routine is essential if you want it to work for them, when pressure can be at its height on race day. Does your son or daughter know what is the best plan for them? Have a go at working on a strategy with your son or daughter. Try and incorporate boosting self-confidence strategies, positive self-talk, or visualization. They are all tried and tested techniques that work for athletes in many different sports. Finally, good luck with working on creating a challenge strategy. Happy racing! If you would like to know more about challenge and threat states and dealing with pressure, please take a look at my website www.thinkbelieveperform.co.uk.